Hey everyone, this is Lay the House RM, and in this video, I'm going to share my strategy for picking winners in soccer/football if you're from Europe. I've been posting plays on my Twitter account for over a year now, and I've proven to be profitable in literally every single sport that I've posted. For example, I hit 65% against the spread in NFL, 60% in college football, 63% in WNBA, and I've also created a video on how I made thousands of dollars betting on tennis and tennis parlays, and the link to that video is in the description below. I've come up with a very good strategy for picking winners in soccer as well, and I'm here to share it with everyone so we can all beat those bookies. Before I show you my strategy for soccer, I just want to show you the proof that my strategy of finding trends works in every single sport. So NFL in the top left corner, 76, 41, and 4 against the spread. That's 65%, and that is unheard of. That is how you make bookies go broke. Top right corner, you have English Premier League in the 2020. We had a nice little 6-win stretch, almost all the bets at plus odds. Bottom left corner, we had a parlay, a 5-team college basketball parlay on February 23rd, hit for just under $600. Bottom right corner is my bread and butter. It's the tennis parlays. I post every single play on Twitter for all these sports. Twitter, Instagram, and Discord. All those links are in the description below. This tennis parlay in particular hit about $700. I had a few hit for $1,500. I've made tens and thousands of dollars betting on tennis parlays, college basketball parlays, NFL football, and soccer. So this video is to show you how I came up with those strategies for soccer specifically. Before you could just go right ahead and betting on these soccer plays without even doing your due diligence and your research, you need to understand what you're betting on and the types of bets that soccer has to offer. So I listed 12 here, and I could have listed 50 more since there are many different prop bets and different types of bets you could bet on in soccer. But these are the main ones. So we have the three-way money line where you have either the home team winning, the away team winning, or the draw. So you bet on one of the three options. Two-way money line where you bet on either the home team winning or the away team winning, where draw is a push, and that's the same thing as draw no bet. And then we have double chance, which is betting on home team or draw, or away team or draw, or you bet on either home/away team, which is basically not a draw. Then you have Asian handicap, and Asian handicap is very technical term. There's some very specific guidelines that go along with that. It's basically the spread of the match. However, there are some discrepancies between the spread of this match as compared to a basketball spread or an American football spread. And I'm going to touch on those differences in a different video, so that link will be in the description below when it does get uploaded. You have the total of the match, which is over/under a certain amount of goals in the match in general combined between these two teams. You have the team total, which is the amount of goals a team will score in a match. Both teams to score, which is very self-explanatory. It's either both teams score or both teams don't score. You have half bets, which is betting on the first half or second half. Parlay, which is combining two bets into one bet in order to increase your odds. However, you need both plays to win in order to cash a ticket. You have live bets, which go on while the game is being played. So you place a bet in the middle of the match while the match is being played. Then you have prop bets, which are, certain players to score or a minute that a goal is going to be scored or just correct score line. There's a bunch of different prop bets that you can touch on. But basically, those are all the main types of bets here, and hopefully this gives you a better understanding on what you are betting on when it comes to betting on soccer matches. My number one strategy for betting on soccer and any other sports as a whole in general is betting on trends. And betting on trends basically means looking at previous results in order to predict the most likely outcome to happen in the bet that you want to bet on. So a lot of these things are going to be hypothetical that I'm going to talk about here. So head-to-head. So let's take Newcastle and West Ham here, and they're head-to-head. Say Newcastle has won or drawn the last 10 out of the last 11 head-to-heads between the two teams. That would lead me into betting on Newcastle's draw no bet. However, if the odds aren't in our favor, I would just skip the bet and try to find another one, maybe in another matchup that has the same type of trend but with better value on it. Or what if the head-to-head has had, in the last 15 matchups, the home team has won the match all 15 times. I would be lean to bet on the home team's money line. Now, another thing I like to look at specifically, and this applies to this current match, are the home and away stats. So, if we look at the home stats for Newcastle this season, you can see that they're 6, 7, and 3 at home in 16 matches in the Premier League this season. That tells me that they have won or drawn 13 out of their 16 matches at home this season. Now, if we on the picture on the right, we take a look at West Ham's stats on the road. They are 3, 3, and 10 on the road this season, which tells me that they have lost or drawn 13 out of the 16 matches on the road this season in the Premier League. So therefore, I'm going to lean towards betting the draw no bet on Newcastle because the most likely outcome, basically out of 26 out of the 32 outcomes that I put into this formula here, have produced either a draw or the home team winning the match. And so in this bet here, the line was actually minus 110 draw no bet for Newcastle. So that's a very good bet and a very good example of how I come up with trends in order to bet on these plays in soccer. And the last thing you want to look at is injuries. So say their leading goal scorers out, or there's multiple leading goal scorers or assist men out. If you look at the injuries and compare them to how they have played in recent history without that specific player, or if they're going to play in a different formation that the opposing team actually has won most of their matches against, it is a scenario that you need to take advantage of. And it's just some of the key details that you want to look towards when it comes to betting on soccer. Hopefully, these trends at least give you insight in how I found them, and at least gives you motivation to try to find trends of your own. And these apply to any single soccer league in the world. You can, bet on the Ukrainian league, the Japanese league, Premier League, MLS, you name it. If you can find trends, it will help you in the long term when it comes to betting on soccer. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, please click the subscribe button below and like the video as well. Comment any questions you have or DM me on Twitter or Instagram or any other of my social media that is listed in the description below. And also join our Discord. It's free to join, and we all just have a good community and we beat those bookies. We lay the house when we need to, and we're going to continue to beat those bookies.